All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 788. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who is announcing a boycott of all woke games that aren't Fortnite. Wombat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is Fortnite a woke game? Is that on the woke game list?
It probably is. It should be, to be honest. It's surprised. It did have that whole Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream
Definitely,
thing.
then definitely on the list. That's all
They
you had
do
to
a
say.
Pride event every year.
Pride stuff, yeah.
They do a
Okay.
lot of Pride stuff. They've had more than one trans character in the skin in the game.
That's fucking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the one you're boycotting.
Right.
Mm-mm.
All the other ones.
No. Every other one, because they're not as woke as Fortnite.
Actually, you're pretty much boycotting all games that aren't Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. I mean, not intentionally, just
By default.
by default. There's so many hours in the day, and
Exactly. And I can only play so much. Although I did play some Spider-Man 2 over the weekend. So
is it
gotta
awesome?
count for
Like,
some.
convince me to buy a PlayStation 5 right now, because I see you can get the
I've actually
$400 with Spider-Man 2. You can play Helldivers on that big TV.
You can play Helldivers, Spider-Man 2. Midnight Suns is going to be on PSN something next month.
Dude, I said convince me.
Wait, he said, yeah.
Not
You're
put me to
going
I'm
the
sleep.
just
right
saying, Midnight Suns, you
What?
can finally play it. That game
But
is amazing.
why are you like suggesting games that he could already play on his
I
Xbox?
don't know. I'm just
He's
saying.
a crazy guy.
Because I'm a
Right.
crazy, wild, and crazy guy.
I hear Hi-Fi Rush is coming soon.
Yeah.
And
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves.
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is going to be on there. No, you got the Ratchet and Clanks is a good game.
How
That's a
good
good
is
game.
that? Like,
It's good.
am I
It's
going to
good.
be like, holy shit, this is like a new level of
No.
entertainment?
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, I
Absolutely
remember
not.
Ratchet and Clank.
You're gonna be
Okay.
like, oh, this is just like I remember, but better looking. That's what that is. There's the game that comes with it, the Astrobot game. That's cute. If you ever have small children in your house, you could say, look at the cute robot.
You're not doing a great job.
I don't work for Sony.
Maybe you should. See, this is the problem with video games today.
It's got one
There
of the
are
God of
three
Wars.
levels. There
like
are
the
three
God of
levels
Wars?
of subscription.
Too woke.
Three levels of subscription.
Yeah.
Are you sick and tired of one level of subscription?
Right.
How
right.
about three?
Hmm.
One just gives you kind of nothing.
But I can
Then
play
there's a middle
online. Can I play
one.
online with that subscription, or is that separate?
Yes. No, you can play online with this subscription,
Okay.
and you get 3 games a month
That makes
that
sense.
are usually decent. Then there's another one that used to be at a good price and now costs way too much. That gives you basically Game Pass. And then there's a third one where it's like, you know what? This is pretty good, this other one, but I want to pay more and stream games from 15 years ago. Is there an option for
Longer
that?
than 15.
Like the original
25-year-old
Siphon Filter. I can play that.
Yeah. Can I stream the original? How do I stream the original? I don't want to download it to my console, but I
Right.
want to play a game that's so old that even if the connection's shitty, it's
I
going to
can't
look
tell.
shitty by default.
I
You
can't tell if I'm
It
not
already
framed
looks
shitty.
shitty. How can I pay hundreds of dollars for that? Can I pay hundreds of dollars for this experience?
What's the name
Not
of
on
that
Xbox,
tier?
you can't.
That is good. Exactly. Not on the Xbox. You can't do it on the Xbox. There's only one tier where you could do that, and that's the what the fuck am I doing tier on the Sony PlayStation 5.
So you're telling me wait for PlayStation 6?
It's a
mean,
good console. I
It's
just
a good
like
console.
I don't know that for you specifically. Like, I feel like it's all the games that you've already played. They just look better, and if you're like, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Like, they're probably gonna make another one of those samurai games that you like or something, right? Aren't those on there?
Ghost of
Too much-
Tsushima.
Too much
Yeah.
man ass in that game. It's too woke. Can't play that. Sorry. I
Um,
finished it though, so I guess I can play it.
I was gonna say there's they're coming out with you got the Horizon. Did you ever play the second Horizon game?
I have
Or is that
not.
gonna be on PC?
Aren't they going to make a
It's
new
gonna be on
PlayStation?
PC, but-
Aren't they making a PlayStation Pro?
I think they are, but I don't know what that would honestly give you at this point. Like, where are we going with these things? Like, they already load fast.
4K. It's already
They're
4K.
already- yeah, they're already
PlayStation's pretty much
pumping out the
doing.
graphics.
Is PlayStation pretty much doing 60 frames 4K on everything? more or less. Why am I shaking his head? He doesn't
Fortnite
know.
runs my Fortnite on my PlayStation runs at a smooth 60 frames per second.
Oh, it better.
I know. I have it in the corner. It tells me my frames per second while I'm playing. I get no drop off in my FPS.
But that's
It's always
Fortnite.
a steady-
Fortnite's 4K on my refrigerator.
Okay. I'm
Not
sorry
really.
that game
You're not
is
gonna be
so
able to
well
tell
made.
anyways, though.
Right.
It looks good. I don't like. I've never at any point like stopping to go like, wait, how many Ks is this pumping out right at this moment?
Right.
And like, it's
never that. It's never just that.
no. But I would agree. Like the Spider-Man games are good. Ratchet and Clanks, or the Ratchet and Clank, I guess. I mean, I'm sure any remasters that you want to play from the PlayStation 4 era.
I'm gonna wait.
Those are there.
I feel like maybe the PlayStation 5 Pro will be in some new dynamic shape, totally different shape, maybe like a starfish or something. We can enjoy that. I'm gonna wait for that, or maybe some
I don't
other
know.
household
Like
appliance.
PlayStation clearly has more exclusives, but I feel like you got to be invested in those exclusives as well.
Right.
Like, it's not what you're looking for the most part. Like
Spider-Man
games are fun.
Right.
Did you see that trailer that they put out for the multiplayer Spider-Man game that got canceled? Man, that looked good.
Did it or no?
It did.
It did look good. Oh.
It had like 5-player multiplayer with like
It was
play
a
as Gwen
separate
Stacy
game?
and it was called Web of something. I don't know.
Oh.
It was something that apparently is not coming out now.
Wait, could you play as Gwen Stacy or Spider Gwen?
I mean,
All the Gwens potentially.
It's the same person.
I mean, kind of the same person. I mean, when you say Gwen Stacy, I think Dead Girlfriend.
I'll have to check it
Well,
out.
I mean, her name is still Gwen Stacy when
I
she's
guess
Spider
so.
Gwen.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to
Gwenpool's
guess.
name is not Gwen Stacy.
You guys gonna fight? Don't fight about Spider-Man.
No, it's fine.
No, but yeah, you could play as Miles, you could play as Peter Parker, you could play as I think they showed Spider-Man 2099 maybe.
That makes sense.
And what do? You
Silk.
fight the Spider-Mans fight
and-
each other?
No, you go around
Oh.
and fight like Spider-Man bosses and stuff.
So it's like a multiverse Spider-Man game.
yes.
Co-op.
So it's like Suicide Squad,
Yes, but with characters that
spider
people,
people.
like.
and want to spend money on.
but with Spider People. Spider People Suicide Squad. That's probably better looking and more fun to play.
You have to watch.
Huh.
I guess we'll have to watch the
I
video.
did not know that was a thing.
Yes, I don't know. The Great Web?
That's it.
Spider-Man, the Great Web.
That's not a good name.
It's not a great name, but
Look cool. And it could have been
it
something.
looked cool. I was like, before I saw that I thought it was leaking because it was coming out, and then it seemed like it was something that was canceled.
Mm.
And I was like, oh well, I'm glad I did not show it to Dashiell then, because he would have been very pumped up about this Spider-Man multiplayer game that looked
Like
it
people
looked
would
like
have
a
bought it.
lot of fun. Yeah, like I don't know, looked good.
Weird. The gaming industry does make some weird decisions sometimes. Like
Oh,
I was just
all
thinking
the
of
time.
Suicide Squad again today after dinner. Like, why Suicide Squad? Why would you choose to make that game? Who, like the guy who greenlit the 150 million to go into a Suicide Squad game? I mean, a movie is one thing. That's almost, that's a little crazy. But a game, that's fucking off the deep end insane. Come on. You want to do some show feedback?
Sure, I'll keep it brief. I know one of them is very long. No, I'm not going to read the whole thing, or unless you want me to, but I don't.
Wombat is prepared to read it at 1.5 times speed, just in case you want to hear it.
Oh, good. Good. So we'll do the first one. Who Frog? Just we talked about multiverses, and they did announce since our last show that multiverses is coming back in May of this year. And they did launch the Happy Meal multiverses McDonald's toys. I think this week someone posted that online as well. I have not been McDonald's to confirm this myself, so I can't tell you.
Is that coming with codes for the game or some?
I don't know. I don't know what it comes with. But he says that Multiverse coming back is very exciting for him. He played that game daily when it was available. And he also played the Harry Potter Quidditch game when it was play tested. And he also says that that was a lot of fun. So Hoofrog is on the Warner Brothers games, only going with the games as service route, and thinks that single player games can suck it. No, I don't know if he fully thinks that, but.
Shit, are we supposed to watch this Spider-Man video now?
I don't know. You can. I put it on the outline just
okay,
so
I'm
you
looking at it.
New
follow
York
it up
City.
at some point.
Oh, it's too loud.
But yeah, you're really blasting us here.
Hold on.
Nothing in the whole world I wouldn't do for this big, beautiful.
Wait, do they show? They don't show. Oh, they show it. Oh, it looks like Spider-Man.
Better off with some friends.
With more Spider-Man.
Right. Oh, this looks fucking awesome. What the fuck? Are they kidding? I mean, this looks like not footage from a real game. This looks like.
Well, I mean, it looks a lot like the game.
Right.
The real game looks
right.
I've seen the Sinister
like that.
Six before. Never so methodical, so savage.
Yeah, I mean, explore the great web. Okay, so it is like Spider-Man multiverse.
Time, guys.
It's exactly what it
But
is.
together.
but
Yeah.
didn't make that
just
game.
might be.
Why?
I
Oh, there's. I just. Wow, and that's New York. Yep, I just see my old neighborhood there. Oh, it is called Spider-Man: The Great Web. Bad name, but yeah, good idea. Not canceling it. That wasn't a good idea. All right, so there's show feedback. Should we have Wombat read it? It's about Sweet Baby Inc. So if you don't care about that, it's going to be at 1.5 times speed. So don't worry about it, and we can bail anytime.
Well, Matt didn't say what the controversy was. Steam has a program called Steam Curators, which allows Steam users to create a curated list of games they recommend or don't recommend. Steam user created a curated list of Sweet Baby Inc.'s games they didn't recommend, and one of the employees got mad on Twitter. This employee told his followers to report the Steam user. This got the Sweet Baby Inc. Employees suspended from Twitter, telling your followers to mass report someone is considered targeted harassment, and this is what caused the story to blow up. It has nothing to do with Discord or even games like Spider-Man 2 or Alan Wake. While Sweet Baby worked on these games, they weren't on Steam, so they weren't on the list. It's unfortunate, but Cheapy is so right. Most people just believe whatever they read online. This allows journalists to create their own narratives and spin stories because most readers don't do their own research. That GLAD study about how many gamers identify as lesbian we guys talked about a few episodes ago is another example of this. If you read the methodology used for the study, you realize how bogus the study was, but sadly, most people won't do that. They will just read the headline and repeat it.
Okay, let's.
What
I want to
just
do a
happened?
quick.
That part at the end with the LGBT stuff. It had a weird
I
time.
don't know,
with
but
that.
I have to talk about this because
Yes.
it's important. So
Okay.
you're gonna take a breather.
Okay.
So this is Sinful Fate. I want you to take a step back
At
and you
1.5
gotta-
times speed.
at 1.5 times speed. We, the three of us on this show, discussed the Kotaku article where a writer for Kotaku went into the Discord that was specifically set up to talk shit about Sweet Baby Incorporated and what they do in games. We did not talk about whatever your Steam controversy is because that did not pertain to anything that we were discussing, because we were discussing a Kotaku article about a human being that focused on a specific Discord and that had between 1,000 and 2,000 people on it that talked very specific things about very specific games. You are describing what sounds like some sort of separate incident where someone was an asshole on Steam. So someone was an asshole on Twitter about that asshole on Steam. So there are just two assholes in the situation.
The best.
And oh my, yeah, I'm like, which literally has nothing to do with anything that we were talking about. And I don't care that may have been the impetus for anything.
Yes.
Because again, does not pertain to a single goddamn thing we talked about. And if you have a problem with this still, I do not give a shit. So you need to, like I said, take it back 1.5 times speed. And I look forward to your apology in the show thread.
And it could be at any speed. The apology.
At any speed. Mhm.
The funny thing about this whole, like, they're mad at the Sweet Baby people because they were like mass reporting this group and this guy's account on Steam. It's like the exact type of shit that the people who are all like wrapped up and enamored with the situation, that's like their entire MO. It's like it's like Wombat complaining about people asking for free stuff. It's like that. It's you. That's you. You're mad at these people who made a bad decision and did what you like love to do and what you like are just, that's your whole like being. That's your whole way of making money.
And so someone who worked at Sweet Baby was mad that a Steam user was saying, don't buy these games because they're too woke or whatever nonsense they came up with. And this person was like, maybe this person who's being, unfair to my company should be reported for it. And that makes him the bad guy. He didn't dox the person.
No, they tried to get more people to report him, which is like probably what most people would do if they found out that there was a Steam group targeting their company that that they worked for or that they had started. It's like it's not maybe the best move, but it's not like some crazy unhinged move. Like I would try to avoid doing that.
It's not swatting. It's just this guy's being an asshole. What can I do about it?
Your video froze, by the way, Wombat.
Huh?
Your video froze. Your video froze.
Oh.
Why don't you restart your video, just if you can, or maybe not?
That's frustrating.
But you froze in a good spot.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Switch the camera too.
There we go. I turned my camera off for now.
Yep. Now it says your name. So all these people, that's the guy's name who you hate.
Yep.
You can send the email right to him.
I didn't know my name was
He's a Jew.
Fabulous 4K 120.
I didn't know my name was that
Yes,
that secure. There, I'm back now.
Barely.
Kinda. What's going on over there?
All the kids are up. All the kids are playing games right now. Wombat.
Can you not see me?
I can, but
we can see you.
You're 6 frames per second.
It looks like you're streaming on the $100 service.
Because it looks okay to me
right now.
On my end, it doesn't look weird, but whatever. I'm using a wired connection, so it really shouldn't matter if my kids are
downloading porn at an alarming rate.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't affect anything. I do have a new router though, so.
Not as good as the old router.
Why'd you get a new router?
Because so
probably woke.
Because I sort of upgraded my cable, kinda. So they sent me the new router because my old router was 15 years old, and they're like, "You should probably get a new one." So there you go.
They don't make them like they used to. Just another example.
I have the old router, and there's part of me that's like, maybe I shouldn't have switched it, but we'll see.
Right. Anyway, the point is the whole Sweet Baby Inc. thing is very stupid, and it is a way for grifters to make money off of people who want to feel special, like they're uncovering some vast conspiracy because maybe they're lonely or their lives aren't going that great, or they just want to feel special in some way. But it's very dumb. Everybody, there was a very good tweet about this today. I think I put it on here. Yeah, this guy, the Rami, what's his name? He's like a known game developer at the THA_RAMI. He had a really good thread about the business side of this and why the whole controversy is very stupid. Anyway, that's probably enough about that. I think. Should we watch this, Jerks? Because I watched something that was.
I was gonna say I've got nothing this week, so it's all you. I think this is all Cheapy all the time.
Beautiful. I watched a show that is not depressing, and that I think both you guys would enjoy with your significant other.
Okay.
And that's called Resident Alien. I think it was a sci-fi series show, but it's on Netflix now, so we don't care where it came from. It's about an alien that's hiding in Colorado, in some remote village of Colorado, and he's trying to blend in to fulfill his alien mission. And I don't want to spoil any of the plot points, but it's very funny. Laugh out loud funny. It's Alan Tudyk, Wombat. Is that how you say his name?
Oh, okay.
Yes, Alan Tudyk.
The chicken from Moana.
And
yes, the chicken from Moana.
And Nightboat from, is that the name? Nightboat?
Yes.
From the Tick?
From the Tick. Yeah, he was the boat. He was the talking boat.
Danger Boat. He's very funny. So he's an alien.
He's also on Firefly, I think is there.
Yes,
and also he was the pirate in Dodgeball.
yes. Mm-hmm. He's the alien in this, and it's just really funny. We've watched maybe 4 episodes. Resident Alien. Recommend it. Not depressing.
He's back in Moana too.
Not depressing at all. It's 0 on the depression scale.
All right.
It's warm.
I'll watch a trailer for
it. Okay? You'll like it. This is for you guys, both you guys. And we finished season 1 of House of Ninjas, which is also on Netflix, which is a good Japanese slash Western ninja show because it was directed by a whitey. So it's a little different than your typical ones. But it's good. I would recommend it. Not to you guys, but to the audience.
That's fair.
It's not good for you
I'll
guys.
allow it.
Too much, it's in
Nothing-
Japanese. Too much reading. You don't
I
like
only, I only watch YouTube videos these days.
that. Okay. So let's do new releases then.
Sure. There's a new Contra game out.
saw
Operation Galuga.
Galuga.
I heard it's pretty good. I don't know if it's $36 good, but I heard it's pretty good.
Thank you. I did the voice work for that game.
I appreciate it.
I'm the announcer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what it looks like.
It looks interesting. It looks interesting.
That's
it looks
not
like what you would think a 2D
Okay.
Contra in 2024 would look like.
It does look like that. Here, IGN gave it a review, and it's a fucking video. I'm not watching that shit. Make you watch the whole. I gotta fast forward to the end. 6.
Okay. I'm playing one of the games on the new release list.
What are you playing on the new release list? And it is it a 6?
It's higher than a 6, but it's also again, to describe it as a game and is sort of it has games in it, and that would be Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story on the PlayStation.
I want to check this out.
If you are a fan of Jeff Minter games and his catalog and how he became Jeff Minter, and you like those games, like the Karateka game that I played and the Atari 50 collection. This is also made by Digital Eclipse. It also has all of the movies and the images and the cool little art pieces.
I can see my copy of Attack of the Mutant Camels right over there. You can see it from here.
They're all there. All the camels, all the llamas. It has pretty much, I think it's 40 games that he made between 1981 and 1989. It's a lot of variations of the same game. Like they'll have 3 different versions of such and such. Mutant llamas. His version of Centipede, which is very strange, from 1981, that he made based off of an image he saw of Centipede, but actually had not played it. So he could sell copies of Centipede at a convention. It's pretty cool. It's a good one. These are always a slam dunk. They do such a good job putting these together. They're high quality. It's more about learning about the history of this game, of video games, video game culture, than it is about anything else. But it's such a great thing to do. It's like, buying a documentary to have, but there's games in there too.
Does this have the more modern ones like Space Giraffe and everything in it, or no?
No, it doesn't. It's pretty much stops at 1989, 1990. It does have the Jaguar version of Tempest, and it does have the 2023 version of Grid Runner, like a remake of that, and that's about it. That's like the only new thing on there.
Wombat, people in the chat requested that we go back to Frozen Wombat, so can you stop moving? Perfect. I don't know any of Jeff Minter's old games. What are the games that I would know from the olden days? Are they like old console games, or are they? No,
they're mostly like weird British PC games that, I'll be honest, I wasn't too familiar with either. But the Attack of the Camels game, you ever play Empire Strikes Back on the Atari?
Definitely.
It's that, but with camels instead of AT-ATs.
He copied it, or they copied him?
Yeah. No, he copied them.
Well, that's not very nice.
And he put in camels. There's also a game that's kind of like Pac-Man, but you're mowing a lawn.
So he rips off other people's games with different sprites?
He's inspired by other people's games.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, Tempest 2000. So that's the Jaguar one that he was inspired by the original Tempest.
But they paid him to do it.
That one he got paid to do.
Right.
He also had a version like it was it's not Defender, it's like Defenda.
Yes,
Defenda.
Well, he has Defender 2000 is also a Jaguar game. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh,
So
Can
Lots
we
of inspiration.
can we pretend like we're
Defender.
playing like can we pretend we're playing some of these new Switch releases?
we can. What would you like to pretend to be playing?
I've been playing Dentist Bling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a game where you're a dentist. No, and you have to all your customers are rappers. And you have to put all the grills in their mouth without upsetting them and causing them pain.
Sounds okay. How is it?
I mean
6?
Oh yeah, okay. By the way, 6 equals okay. According to IGN.
You are not far off with this.
Okay. Is it rappers?
It's not just rappers.
Just people who want, grills.
I mean, there's whole cleaning plaque, but there's also I'm looking at a screenshot from the mobile version. Would you believe this is a mobile game that is coming to Switch?
I would
Oh,
believe
yeah.
that actually.
And there is a screenshot that says "Pimp them up," and you are putting gold teeth and diamonds on those gold teeth that say OG hip hop.
I feel like we say this like once every month or two, but like, are they going to make $1 from putting this game on the store? Like, people must buy it, right? Because it must cost money to port these games over to the Switch, right? Like, it must cost something.
I don't know that it
Pick them
does.
up. There you go.
It may not. I was gonna say you don't know that.
Oh, they don't even bother changing the format of the fucking game. It's still
Oh,
vertical.
No, this is the screenshot from the mobile version. But I would
Okay.
doubt they changed the format.
It's still just a vertical screen in the middle of the
Mhm.
Switch.
Lots of black space on the side. Mm-hmm.
And there's like, a dozen of games like this just on this list. Fucking Death of a Wish. I mean, that's not.
It could be something.
I mean, that's Death
Right.
Wish, but they've added more words. That's a thing that people know, and they've added a couple of short words. Anyway, we could do
Yep.
this all day.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Usually we do.
I know. What else do we have in new releases? Anything?
If you like those Command and Conquer games, you can now buy all of them on PC.
Okay.
Couldn't I always do that?
No, yes, but I think you had to get them through the EA store. They're now available on Steam for the first time.
Oh, see, no more exclusives. See, we're widening the funnel, right? And WWE 2K24 came out, I guess, this week. I've been playing more of that just to unlock the WrestleManias and whatnot. Ultimate Warrior. He's pretty good.
I've heard of him.
He does the gorilla press.
Lots of tassels hanging off his arms.
Tassels. I was always worried that those things were tied really tight around his arms and that it was
That
cutting
was
off
by
the blood.
That was by design, yes.
But I
Make
was
his
worried.
muscles-
I remember
You
as a
want those
child,
veins to pop out and the muscles to look bigger.
I was concerned for his health. But it turns out that wasn't probably the problem. It was like getting slammed in the head a lot.
Right. It was
And the
be
steroids.
concerned about all these guys' health.
Right.
And
but
the steroids.
it wasn't the costume though. It was everything else.
Yeah.
Basically, the costume was actually fine, but the safest thing.
Yes. Raisins for testicles. Yeah. That's probably something to be worried about.
It's not funny. All these guys fucking died so young. And not only that, but like they're probably like last year's were probably very shitty also.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yep.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But how's the
Worst.
game?
The game has Vince McMahon blurred out in the game. In the cuts
Really?
yeah, because there's a lot of video footage. So there's like some scenes where there'll be people being interviewed and stuff, and they wanted to show like, especially like older footage. So you'll just see like blurred out, and then other wrestlers too, like not just Vince McMahon, but like who was one of the wrestlers? Oh, fucking Honky Tonk Man. I guess he didn't sign up. What is he holding out for? Or are they worried about being sued?
Fuck you guys. I don't do this for nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm tired of
Hey, honky tonk man. You on honky tonk man, you gotta pay for honky tonk man.
He always complained that he was tired of kissing babies and shaking hands and kissing babies.
We have his Masters of the Universe figure, right? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Do you think
Yes,
like
definitely have it.
it's that Honky Tonk Man didn't sign up, or like the Elvis estate would sue them? They need Elvis's
No,
permission.
I don't think that. I think because the Elvis estate would have sued a long time ago at this
Okay.
point.
Okay, just wondering.
Mm-hmm. They gotta pay the honky tonk man.
I just remember in high school, this guy Brian Simon did a great Honky Tonk Man impression, and he would just do the whole thing about tired of kissing babies and shaking hands and online for fucking sloppy joes in the cafeteria. And fucking had me dying. Anything else in new releases?
I hope not.
Okay, let's get on to your Fortnitely news so you can complain about their botched Fortnite launch.
Oh my God, they screwed that up, right? I think Ship had a harder time with it than I did.
You couldn't sleep, I heard. Right, Chip? You lost a lot of sleep over it. Like a lot of your hair fell out.
I made the mistake. The problem was I made the mistake of telling Dashel that like when he got home from school on Friday, there'd be a new season of Fortnite that he could play, and he the babysitter that gets him off the bus also plays Fortnite, so they play Fortnite together when she gets him off the bus on Fridays. And then not only could he not play the new season of Fortnite, he could play no Fortnite for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like close to 24 hours, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty much down for almost. It was down from 3 a.m. that I guess technically that Friday, and it was back up at 10 p.m. the same Friday. It took a long time.
Kind of up. Like
and
you were in
You had a
the
chance.
queue line for like 45 minutes, and then you would get there and it'd be like, oh nope, we're starting the queue over. So
it wasn't really right as rain again until Saturday morning. It's a really good season. I'll say that much. The new stuff is pretty impressive. I know Chipper's like, no, it's not. I don't think so. But yeah. It sucked.
Tell me what's impressive, and then I'll let you know.
All the new locations. I like that they added 2 new biomes. The Mount Olympus is pretty cool. I like Hades a lot. The whole underworld vibe is pretty cool. So I like that. I like, that's what I like. I like the new battle pass too. I like the skins in the battle pass. I like the new bosses. I like the lightning bolts. I like the wings. The flying is cool.
The lightning bolts are pretty annoying.
I like the lightning bolts. So, I
that
like
and the
them.
shotguns. The shotguns, maybe tone the shotguns down a little bit. But
the new shotgun isn't bad. It's a good shotgun.
Well, I know, but it's just like
Yeah.
everybody's shotgunning everybody because the shotguns are pretty powerful.
Yep. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yep.
It seems to be kicking us out a lot too. Maybe it's gotten better now.
There's been some issues with the bounce rate. I experience more on the Xbox than I have on the PlayStation 5, so I've just been playing on the PlayStation 5 now. So here you go. Another reason to get the PlayStation. Fortnite's been running better.
I'm ordering it right now.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I haven't been playing too much of it. I did play all weekend.
What level are you?
35. Level 35. So in the first week.
You played a little bit of it.
Mhm. What level are you? What level are you in Dash?
Somewhere between 11 and 14, I think.
See? So if you wanted to know
a
what
lot of that too was they gave you a whole bunch of XP because it was down.
No, they give you XP if you played the Lego mode. And I know that Dash
that's what the kids play together. So we got a lot of XP there. So that contributed.
You get a lot of XP. And that was broken for a few days. And they're like, that was broken. Here's all the XP you should have gotten. And they gave it to you all at once.
Gotcha. So we've been playing the Battle Royale mode, all 4 of us now.
Really?
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
And squads?
Yes.
Wow.
But I'm relegated to the Switch. Like 2 of us are on Switch playing. And it's just a choppy nightmare. Like I can't see any, like the draw distance. I can't see anything.
Play on your phone. It's probably better.
You can't.
Oh, right.
Yes, you can. You can play on your phone. You got to go through like but you would have to have an extra Xbox username to do it. So You can do it through the Xbox, like the Xbox mobile streaming service thing.
on one gold account with two
Yeah.
people.
Well, I don't know if you could do you. I don't know if two people on the same account can. That's what I'm saying. You would need
I-
a third. You would
A
need
third Xbox Gold account.
It wouldn't need to be gold. It just needs to be a third Xbox account
Mm.
because you could play Fortnite without having Xbox Live. You don't need Xbox Live to play Fortnite.
I've got Xbox Live,
I'm just saying.
but I don't know. Like it's
Yeah.
the Switch is not the optimal place to be playing that. I would say
No, I've never played it on the.
the difference between playing it on my big TV and the Switch screen, it's pretty remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness in the chat says you can use GeForce Now. Have you tried that at all? I noticed that my TV has that, and I did check it out. Like, do you have an extra TV that has GeForce Now?
Well, part of it's that we're all playing in this room, so I only have two TVs in this room. I feel like that's enough TV.
Get another TV in the closet, and you can just pull it out when you guys play.
Like two more TVs.
Just to keep them in the closet.
I could have them mounted to the ceiling, and then they
That's
could
silly.
lower down.
No, that's silly.
play.
Being in the closet is reasonable.
That seems more silly.
Why?
Does it have to
TVs
be
are like
out?
free now, aren't they?
Sure.
Matter also recommends trying Amazon Luna.
Nobody recommends that. That's
this
a
is-
dirty lie.
This is all craziness now.
Exactly.
I'm not
I'm
going to
just saying.
that big of a streams to make this happen.
Luna's still a thing? Is that really still a thing? Come on.
By the way, I said Amazon Luna, and my dog Luna just ran out of the bedroom.
Of course. I was. Woof! It's me.
I still exist.
Exactly. Oh, there she goes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Carlos says you can use Game Pass streaming on an iPad or any laptop without installing
Yeah.
it.
Yes, but
It's got to be
He
better
would
than
have
the
to-
Switch.
he would have to use the username that has a Game Pass subscription. That's
Right.
what I was saying.
Which is already being
Already
used
being
Right.
on other
used
things.
on that
Got
brings us back to square one.
Right.
That part I already knew. I
Just
was trying to
delete
think of a way
Fortnite.
around that.
Delete Fortnite off of all the consoles. Problem solved.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
You don't have to be anti Fortnite.
Yes, I do.
I understand if you don't want to talk about it anymore, but it doesn't mean you have to be mean about it.
I'm just kidding. Enjoy it.
I know. I understand. Let people like things.
I do. I
why
don't
are you
care.
one of those people?
I'm not.
Oh, no one can like things I don't like. I'm Cheapy D.
Whatever. I literally
Mhm.
put it on the outline.
I know.
I like this headline that I saw on The Verge. Key 3 returns in
That's
June.
funny.
Jeff
Mhm.
Keighley is the
Yeah.
key in Key 3.
It's Key 3.
All right, I have a trivia question for you guys. What is the
Mhm.
largest union in video games in the United States?
Teamsters.
No.
I don't even know how to answer this question. I didn't know
I
that
don't
I was
either.
supposed to
That's-
know the union names.
No, well, give me tell me where they work.
Are you saying
can
like
say
Oh,
general-
where they work at.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh, well,
you
I mean,
meant like the
publisher?
actual name of their union.
You don't need to do that. You
Yeah,
can just
that's
tell
what
me
I was
where they
confused.
work.
Okay, so which publisher has the largest union
In the United States.
in the United States?
Yes.
I didn't know any of them had a union. That's why I'm like, there's a
Yeah.
union for one of the video game
I'll give you
companies?
600 members.
Okay.
The previous largest union was, I believe, 300 members.
This is not.
We've heard, okay,
helping.
here's a hint. We've heard in the past about this company and the
Activision.
yeah. Yes.
Nailed it.
Oh, that's right. There is the Activision union. Yes.
It's the quality assurance testers of Activision.
Because none of them were laid off. I remember reading that in one of the articles during the big purge that they couldn't lay off the union affiliated workers because of the union rules. They weren't allowed to just lay them off.
Sounds like the unions are good. Do a good
Yeah.
job for the workers sometimes.
That's kind of what they do.
So yeah, that's the answer. So they just became the largest union in US video games. That's all. That was a fun game we could all play together.
Wow,
Got
I
it.
enjoyed that.
Not such a fun game. The feds are coming for extremist gamers, which means
Is that like people who play Tony Hawk?
no. That's like people who go in Discord and talk about how they can, send bombs to places.
Mhm.
Oh, don't do that.
No, don't do that. And apparently that's one of the last refuges. That's right. Didn't sound right coming out of my mouth. For this type of content, which is not monitored by the federal government. So now they're meeting with like Roblox, Discord. I would assume the platform holders, because you can set up chat rooms and talk about crimes that you're going to commit and whatnot. So yeah, that's a thing. So Wombat,
I've heard there's a lot of creepers on that Roblox game.
right.
Yep.
So you'll have to hold all your meetings in your treehouse, Wombat. That's what I recommend for you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never find you there.
They'll never know.
Got to keep it low tech.
Mm-hmm. All you need are, a bag of like store-bought cookies. I mean, it's not like it requires. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, where are we? Are we done already with our fortnightly news? What we're playing?
So.
I've been playing more Helldivers.
How is it?
I think you guys would like it, but I don't see you playing it. Well, but you might play it since you have it on PlayStation. It's interesting. Like,
Wait, to have it on PlayStation?
you have a PlayStation and you can pay $40 and then you can have it.
Okay.
You have $40
It's a different thing.
and you have a PlayStation. So
Yes.
you technically could have it. But I don't know, like it doesn't have enough for Wombat to do in terms of like collecting stuff. It's one of those games as a service that's not trying to like annoy you with that stuff.
Is there like a mode where you can lay down in a bed and just have it idle while it gives you XP?
No.
Wombat is not interested in.
It's more about
I do that. I do like to do that.
I think what's made it popular is that when you play, even though you're just playing, a four-player co-op game against, either alien bugs or alien robots, there's so many big explosions and over the top, like there's friendly fire in the game, which you can't turn off. So you're always, but see, right, exactly. Like this is going to be super annoying and make you frustrated, right? But they have this magic sauce in the game where it doesn't happen because you have like a pool of respawns that you share as a group. Okay. And your teammates are respawning you the same way they're calling in the fucking airstrikes. Put in the Mortal Kombat button code, throw the thing, and you come down. So you're definitely not trying to kill your teammates, because when you do that, you're taking away from your own fucking, reses, basically. And when you do kill one, you feel bad about it, so you res right away because my bad. Or maybe, maybe they walked into it, maybe it was their fault. But anyway, regardless of all of that, it's never frustrating and it's funny. Even when you get fucking killed by your teammates, you're like, your body will go flying or it'll be like on fire and it'll just be funny. Some shit will happen where you have like a backpack. I have a drone that follows me around with a laser gun. It's holding a laser gun and it's shooting enemies, but it's not that smart. So if one of your own teammates walks in front of it while it's shooting an enemy, it's going to get shot. It can also shoot yourself if you position yourself in the wrong way. When you die like that, it's funny. It's like watching Starship Troopers, watching the guy that you've come to like over the last 20 minutes get eaten by an insect. You should be upset, but it's somehow funny and entertaining. And somehow they've pulled that off, but they didn't pull it off in such a grand way, I think, for as far as I'm concerned, where like, I need to be playing this game all the time. I need to be like just constantly on it and in it. It's like, I'll play it for a half an hour and have my fun and then do something productive or something else. But that gameplay slice that they have.
Are you playing with, have you found other people to play with?
I have. I've played with Kurimanju. I played with longtime CAG, Stuttering Billy. Do you remember that name from like, I just saw him on Steam and I just jumped in his game and we were playing together and Again, they've added like the right wing bumper thing that they have from Apex Legends, so you can tag things without talking. It's one of these 4-player games where you can communicate without talking, which is nice. I played with Jimmy Mack today. By the way, Wombat, if we were playing Who's Gonna Turn Right Wing Heel Bingo, you probably would have put all your money on Jimmy Mack, probably, and maybe not some of the other people that we know. But that has not been the case.
I have won if I did that. Oh no, okay, good.
No, he just streams like a normal person, like talking about cooking shows and things.
Fair enough.
I was telling him about today. I was like, Jimmy, I'm surprised you haven't gone right wing heel yet. It seems like a good way to make money. And he was like, nah, I'm watching like Discovery Channel shows and talking about them. He's like, that's more fun. Yeah. So I really like Helldivers too. They seem to be, they're always adding in like a little, and there's like a story of, always like a story, like a mission, like this planet is under attack. We have to defend this planet. And if you do the mission, you're going to get 15 fucking badges, which you can spend on something that doesn't matter, or a gun, which maybe does matter. But it's never like a big deal. It's more about like the atmosphere that it creates within the game. Like it's done a lot of world building, even though there's really not that much there.
No, I get it. World building is important.
Yeah.
I know Shipwreck's totally into the new storyline in Fortnite this season, so I think that this might work.
There's no storylines in Fortnite.
Sure there is.
No,
Midas is coming back. This is a big deal.
No.
There's not.
Midas is
There's
coming back.
stuff that you can like fill in a story. I get.
Yeah,
I get
that's the whole thing. There's a story if you want it, and if you don't care, there's no story at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
I've been actually killing a lot of big bugs too,
for my money. That's how every game.
I'm done talking about Fortnite.
What have you been killing big bugs in your house?
Earth Defense Force. I've been playing a lot of Earth Defense Force. 2025 is the one we're currently playing through right now.
How
I think we're on level 84. I think we're
Wait, is this
there.
a new game or
No. This is Xbox 360 time frame of Earth Defense Force. I think it was Xbox 360. Pretty sure that was when 2025 came out. I mean, for what it is, it still holds up pretty well. Like, it's not obviously not a graphical showcase. There's not like shooting games have come a long way since that time, but it's still funny in what they're all like shouting out in a similar way. I'm sure Helldivers, and it's still like, I don't know. It's funny when like there's giant spiders that are like have somebody in the web and are trying to eat them, and then like Dashel's yelling for me to like come shoot this spider, and you
guys maybe would play Helldivers together.
I think
one on PC, one on PlayStation. You could do it.
I think Helldivers might be too. Is that too mature?
No.
Is it not?
No. He's just shooting bugs. Same thing.
Well,
there's some you get blown apart, and sometimes body parts.
Like, yeah,
but it's not like
that might be the line to draw there.
But it's part of the joke though. Like you're dying for democracy. Like it's just like it's literally just like fucking.
You gotta.
Like a movie.
I think Ship knows what's appropriate for his own child more than you do. I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
What about the guy screaming, "Oh my arm! He got my arm!" But it's like it's funny, like. Yeah. And then you get reborn. You get shot out of this ship again, like right after.
Yeah, maybe not quite yet on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch some videos.
When he can only play games where when you kill people, they turn into pixels and go in the air.
Right. And there's if you get tired of the bugs, you shoot the Terminators, which is fun too.
I think I'm around 60 hours into Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth now, so we're getting there. There's so much more, but we're getting. They actually put 2 of those tower dungeons in this game now.
No,
like one was not enough, so now we have one in Japan and one in Hawaii. And
no,
I don't know. I got into one of those that was like a mandatory, like, hey, you got to go through these 10 levels here, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is what I was looking for. Like I did it all in the first game, but I don't know, like 2 of these just like constant battle towers.
No, it's a lot.
Maybe
You're-
not it. Like,
You're only
there's
like
a lot.
60% through the game, probably, right?
Oh, if I was trying to complete it, like 100%.
Well,
Yeah.
to get to the end and like, yeah.
No, I'm in chapter 10 of either 13 or 14, I think.
Oh, okay, so you can sort of wrap it up.
So
anytime.
if I really wanted to like go after just the mainline story, I feel like maybe another 10 hours, maybe less. So I'm
funny.
getting there. But
That must be a great little business for Sony. I mean, for Sega, like that. They're just basically cranking out the same game every couple of years. And
these are, yeah. I mean, this one's different than the other Yakuza ones. But the crazy thing is, like, I look at like the achievements that pop up, and like, there's some of these things that are like you have to play a long time and like be invested in this game, and like the completion percentage of them is still like, I don't know, 35% of the
Which is
players
crazy,
have done these things. So like, yeah, the people who play this game, like,
get into it.
They play it. Yeah.
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with that. I
No,
like that.
It's well worth my time each evening.
I'm glad you're happy and enjoying it.
Yes. All right, let's move on to the CAGbag. We have a bunch of CAGbag questions. Zevius writes in and says, "Got a question for Wombat and Cheapy. I heard the volume
That's us.
It is us. I heard the volume at Orange Theory is really loud, like a rock concert. Can you verify if this is true?"
Verified. My watch will warn me on a regular basis that I am in a loud environment
Yes.
and that prolonged exposure can cause permanent damage to my ears.
But I would say, I looked up what a rock concert was, and it said 90.
It's not as loud as a rock concert.
No,
No, it's
no.
not that loud, but it is pretty loud.
It's a rock concert. It said 90 to 120 decibels. The alarm goes off at 90. I had the watch too. So yeah, it goes off at mine 90 decibels. Just go. You can go to your local one. You can get a free class there very easily, and you'll see exactly how loud it is. And if it's too loud for you, then you shouldn't go, because you probably can't ask them to turn it down, because you'll seem like a little bitch.
And the music generally sucks. So
I like it.
yeah, as I say, no. It's the same music at ours. You just like it.
Well, I don't know. They play different playlists. They don't use the Orange Theory. What's that? No, they play like the latest EDM at mine off of Spotify. They're not playing like the corporate playlists. Are yours playing the corporate playlists, or are they playing like
I have
DJ
no
mixes?
idea.
Oh.
I
No,
think it's a
I like
little
ours.
from column A, a little from column B. Depends on the day.
I hate if they say they have a country music day. I don't go that day. Once in a while they do it, and they play it in the lobby. Sometimes I don't like that either. But if it's country music, no.
Just some people do. I don't know.
Just Zevius, just go for your free class. Check it out. Every location is going to be different. Yours might just have like a high ceiling and the speakers are higher. Like when I walk by the speakers, it is very loud because I'm tall. It hurts my ears. I talked to people in my class today, actually, because they were talking about rowing after the class. They were talking about the 200-meter benchmark, and they were trying to get better. So whenever I hear people talk about rowing, I bring up my boy Training Tall and say, you got to check out Training Tall on Instagram. And they forget probably and don't do it.
Probably.
But yeah.
Just do what I do. Ask them to play 38 Special. Say, when's 38 Special Day? They look at you and they give you a weird look, and then you just leave.
No, they don't play. They always play dance music in mine.
Yes, yeah.
Which is good. You need that. You need that. You don't want to. What do you want to listen to? You really want to listen to 38 Special, like classic rock, while you're.
I mean, I think a classic rock day could be actually
A
could work
day
for
is
me.
fine. A day is fine. They do that. They do that sometimes at mine. They'll do like rock
Yeah.
versus rap. They'll do like They had a Taylor Swift day at mine.
They had a Taylor Swift day at mine as well. They had a Nicki Minaj night at mine too.
They had Taylor Swift versus her exes day at mine,
Nice.
which is really curated. I didn't go for that one.
But would it kill them to play Hold On Loosely?
when they play a song that I don't like and I'm on the treadmill,
I hate it.
I
hate
pretend here. This might help you. Pretend like you're running away from the song. That's what I do. And when it's a song you like, you just get into it normally. But when it's something you don't like, you're like, get me the fuck away from the speaker. And I just, yeah. And Xevious also has a question for Ship. He says, what's going on with all the firefighters in Cincinnati? There's something going on?
Allegedly sexual harassment and rape is going on.
All of them? Not all of them.
Not all. Allegedly for some. But
right. That's not good.
I am not in on any of the details there. I know no firefighters personally.
Right.
So
I know of at least one
I do not know all people in Cincinnati.
We have at least one New York's.
That's a lie.
We have at least one New York's bravest listener. I know that for a fact.
Cool.
Jay Bizzleton in the chat asks if they play DJ Craze at Orange Theory. They actually have a deal with Steve Aoki. It's not a joke. And they'll do a Steve. You haven't been there for any of these. I think maybe they stopped like before you joined. But they have a Steve Aoki. I forgot what it's called. All Out with Aoki, and it's a DJ set for him, which they're supposed to sync up with. The coach is supposed to sync it up with the workout. Like they plan it out perfectly. So like when it's an all out, like the beat drops and stuff, like it's really like planned out. But it's hard for the coaches. They have to be really on it. And I've never taken a class where the coach has been able to do it properly. I had one coach where they played the same song fucking 3 times, like because she couldn't fucking figure out what was going on. Anyway, Kyle,
you get a coupon for Benihana after that class, Dan?
Did I get a coupon? What's the joke?
Isn't that the one whose dad is the Benihana guy? Or is that?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Sorry, I already moved Wombat. When I move off a subject, like I've already forgot what I've talked about.
I was like, you were the one who brought it up.
No, yes. Steve Aoki, his name was Rocky, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Featured in the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. And the restaurant Benihana. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Our first message from Threads, our first CAGbag question from Threads comes from Kyle G223. I guess more people are using it because I often ask for questions and people don't write back. So this is the first guy to write back. OpenAI Sora video generation AI showed an example of fake Minecraft footage. What can you imagine the future might hold? Personally, my imagination runs wild where real-time video generation with mind-meltingly fast compute could lead to VR headsets providing holodeck-like experiences where the user prompts a situation/game and the AI generates everything you see and hear. I checked out the footage that Kyle was talking about. And yeah, it did do a very good job of generating fake Minecraft footage. And obviously, there could be some cool holodeck implications for this in the future. So get ready to jerk off everywhere in your house.
I think it's more of the copyright issue more than anything else. Like, you don't want to make a game that's called, I don't know, Cheapy's Holodeck, whatever you want to call it. Cheapy's Instant Games. Just type in your prompt and you'll get it. And someone types in, they go, oh, Minecraft VR. And they're playing Minecraft.
Right. Well, that's
this AI generated Minecraft.
Right. That's a problem.
That's lifting basically lifting the trademark.
That's a big leap from generating a video of Minecraft. But I see like a smaller leap is what Kyle is suggesting. Like, what if I say generate a desert with giant elephants in it and whatever?
Where do the elephants come from?
And then you have it in VR and you can walk around that environment.
But where do the elephants come from? Where did your AI program learn what an elephant is?
I don't know. It could draw its own elephant.
Could it?
I don't know. Well, that's another
story. I think that it would make sense for Microsoft to implement some form of AI generation into Minecraft where it could generate expansive Minecraft worlds based on preset Minecraft related prompts. I think that is the more efficient use of AI in a less copyright infringement-y way.
Right.
I think for me personally, I think that's where the real future of AI is. It's more on this back. It's more things you would never see, like your games using AI within their programming to generate, the world that you're in a little bit faster, maybe change it up a little bit. I don't know.
You think that's
There's
the
something
future and
there.
not jerking off in virtual reality?
Well, that's no, because that's the past and the present.
No. But like, just typing it. I mean, like when people say holodeck, that's what they really mean. So
Mhm.
he's like typing a scenario. I'm at a bar and it's just me and 20 hot chicks, and they all want to fuck me.
Yeah, but the question is, where do the hot chicks come from?
They can generate just random women. They do that. Like, I mean, that's what I've been told. I don't know. I don't know.
Just saying.
I
I think
know.
there is.
Don't
I
worry.
think there is a place for AI in video games. I don't know if it's just stealing other people's things and saying, "Look, this is what I made."
Right.
Because that's not quite how it's supposed to.
Well, this way it's
well,
great because now content creators can just not even have to play the games. They'll just be like, create like 40-second clip of Spider-Man 2, and I'll just
Yeah,
talk in front of it.
exactly.
And then
And I think
a guy talking in front of it about how I liked it better when Spider-Man was white. Oh, 100,000 views. Great. Pay me.
But I think some form of procedural generation technology that uses AI could be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. It's for sure. If you look at like Instagram has added like the AI backgrounds to stories, you could just type in. So I see what you're saying about Minecraft or even Fortnite. Like when they're any of those games where you're making your own worlds, certainly implementing AI tools into that tool set would be huge.
Makes perfect sense. And you're not in that weird sort of gray area of, am I using copyrighted ideas in this? Because if you're in Minecraft and using Minecraft assets in your AI, you're it's the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We got more questions here. Hold on. Well, these are all from me. Okay. This is for, what did you just put on here, Chip? Somebody put
I put it as part of the sports talk segment.
Okay. Ivan Roy Foot something. He wants us to have a sports talk segment. So here it is.
So here it is. So
in real time. It's happening in real time.
Yes, MLB The Show is coming out Friday, right? Coming out Friday. There is a Negro Leagues edition. So they're big, like $100 and whatever, $25 version or something like that. So obviously it's got some, like, I don't know, scenarios I would guess in there with, you can play as Negro League teams and everything.
Yes.
It comes with, this is my question. It comes with like a nice new era baseball hat that says Negro Leagues on it.
Yes.
Would you be able to wear that hat?
That's a great question. What, you like me?
Yes.
Like a white guy, an old white
Correct.
guy.
Yes.
It's a good question. Now, if you remember back in the day, I bought a Negro League jersey because there's a team called the Chicago Athletic Giants, and their logo was CAG. So I saw it on eBay and it was not a high price. So I bought it. I never wore it, as one might imagine. I probably threw it out. I might still have it. If I still have it, I'll wear it next week to promote the show.
I've thought about this before, but this is like brought it back up because I've seen like there's some jerseys and stuff, and you want to support like that this was a thing, and like, but at the same time you're like, I don't know if I should be wearing this.
Right.
And so now we have a video game that's like just giving me a hat that says Negro Leagues real big on the front of it. Is this something I'm supposed to wear?
It should have been a digital hat, I feel. Because I feel like you would wear a digital hat.
I think you can wear it until you can't.
When is that? When
you're unconscious.
When I'm unconscious
on the ground and bleeding.
Hat. I think that's sort of the rule. It's like, if you put it on and, you're with a friend and he's like, hey, that's a pretty cool hat. And he happens to be, if you're with another friend and your friend's like, that's not cool, then maybe it's not cool. I don't know. Because I don't think it's really, for lack of a better phrase, I don't think it's our decision to make whether or not it's cool for a white guy to wear a Negro League hat.
But they're giving me this hat, and it looks like a nice hat. So
I understand. And you support black people.
Absolutely, I do.
You love
I support
black people.
all people too as well. Like,
Sure, we all know all lives matter. Shipwreck.
that is not what I meant. But
That is a word
yeah,
that
like it's a weird situation to be in still, right? Like it's like, yeah, Negro Leagues. Like I like learning about them, and like they had good players, and like
Sure.
they have cool like
Mhm.
merchandise and everything. And now there's this hat that like comes with this game. What am I supposed to do with this hat?
Ask a black friend.
Find a black friend first, and then ask him.
You have to make a black friend.
Make a black friend.
But I don't think it's it likely isn't the black friends that
Right.
are the
I can
concern
ask.
here, right?
I could ask around after the show if you'd like.
No, I'm
The
I've
problem
been there.
is any hat that you wear that says anything could attract any fucking psycho. And, this is just increasing the odds of, by a multitude. You have to decide what that multitude is and whether
Right.
that risk is worth it. You could literally, that's basically it. It is a weird decision though. Do you think
I
they
wouldn't
had,
wear it to the cookout.
do you think the marketing team behind the game, when they were putting this package together, had this discussion at all? Or just were like, hey, we got Negro Leagues in the game, Negro Leagues hat. And that was it? Or like, they're like, can people actually wear this? Do you see people wearing this type of stuff a lot?
Well, no, I see people wearing Negro League.
No, white
stuff,
people.
Sure.
You see white
White
people.
No,
Right,
I do
that's
not
what
see
I'm
a lot
saying.
of white people wearing
Right.
Negro League stuff.
Hey, you know
because
what?
We are in this like weird conundrum of like, hey, I want to support it, but also like that was when that was a thing because
maybe
they
we
weren't able to play in the
Right.
other league.
Maybe we should normalize white people understanding that in the past black people weren't treated so great by wearing the history. So maybe someone sees that hat and you as a white guy can explain to that other white guy what the Negro Leagues were.
It's not the
and
white
why
guy he's worried about.
I'm just saying, maybe that's what we need to normal. Maybe we need to start this. Maybe you need to be the impetus to bring this history that
That's a lot of
maybe a
lifting,
lot of people
heavy
don't know
lifting.
about to the masses.
It's really
Maybe
the
you're
hat's
that
fault.
guy.
I feel like the one place
I'm
like,
saying that
we have the
that-
Civil Rights Museum in Cincinnati. I
Mhm.
feel like I could go to the Civil Rights Museum and wear this hat while I'm in the Civil
Mhm.
Rights Museum because there's like a context to it of like,
Yeah.
I'm here for this
Sure.
experience and to support this and the history of it all. But
It's like a Mickey Mouse hat. You can wear it at Disneyland, but if you wear it outside of Disneyland, you might get your ass kicked.
You know where you can't wear that hat, Chip? Kentucky. Just the whole state. Just don't. They'll just assume you're a black guy and you'll have to run back to Ohio.
What if the hat, you know what the problem with the hat is? I haven't seen the hat. Is this the hat in the picture here?
yeah, it's in the picture.
Oh, up there it is. Okay.
It's
Oh, it's very big.
yeah.
It says Negro League is the biggest thing on the hat, actually. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to do that, you need more words. Like, Negro League was really unfortunate thing that happened in history because we have a segregated past and, we wouldn't permit them to play with the white players. And
But we should still celebrate those players for their
Right.
achievements and accomplishments because even though it was segregated,
yes.
their style of play and their athleticism should still be remembered and celebrated
You may have
just
to
as
shorten
much
it.
as white players of the same time. And you have to put all of that on the hat.
Well, I mean, that's the style too, though, and I feel like I'd get beaten up for that too because that's the thing to do with hats now is get all this embroidery on them and have all these words and everything. But
You need
that is also not mine to have.
Right. Right.
It seems like I don't
Right.
know.
You shouldn't really have an opinion on the Negro Leagues other than just keep it to yourself, probably. I feel. I don't know. It is weird. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the marketing meeting. Like either they didn't talk about it at all or it was like all occupying conversation.
Carlos in the chat thinks that it should just come with a booklet that you could hand out to people when they ask
The
you
hat?
on the hat. Yeah.
Many,
The
or
hat.
a sign, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Ask me about my hat.
This hat came with, a pin maybe.
Mm-hmm.
This hat came with MLB The Show, which features the Negro Leagues. And
ask me if you'd like to learn more about the Negro Leagues. Please ask
well,
me.
no, that's too much.
or
Come on.
Please got
visit your
MLB The
local
Show
library.
24.
Yeah, that's good. And then people, and then no one can get mad at that, right? Because then it makes sense. Then people be like, oh, okay. Makes sense. This white guy bought the baseball game. He gave him the hat. And oh, the baseball game has Negro Leagues in it. That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll check it out. And not beat up this white guy. You know? It could happen
Or
like
maybe
that.
they just beat you up anyway because they don't like the look of your face, regardless of the hat.
Anyway, I'm not
No.
ordering the $125 version of
Right.
MLB The Show this year.
Right. It's that is a lot also. I mean, it's a nice hat.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, you get like a bunch of other stuff too. Like I'm sure, like, right? You get like, I don't know, a whole bunch of baseball, like
Bunch of
digital
bullshit
baseball
currency.
cards. Yeah,
A million different currencies.
yeah.
You get some B-Bucks.
So that's sports talk.
Yeah.
You asked
Also,
for
I
sports talk.
Yeah, thanks for tuning
I
in
would
for Sports
also
Talk.
the quarterbacks for the Steelers are Wilson Pickett, and that makes me laugh. They'll have to make one of them the starter. I have a feeling they will decide. They will wait till the last minute, probably the midnight hour.
Wait, I thought we were done with Sports Talk. What happened?
You
Is
stepped
this
on my
the
joke.
after show?
You stepped on my joke.
Oh, sorry. Fuck.
It's okay. The listeners will get it.
They don't know sports.
It wasn't a sports joke.
Oh. Sorry. I blew it. I'll listen to it in the replay.
That's okay. You won't find it funny.
Perfect. Gaming Dad wants to know how many games per year are we finishing? He says the numbers
One.
keeps going down for him as he's
Two.
working. None.
Well, I finished Suicide Squad, so I'm already at one.
I thought you weren't supposed to even be able to finish that game.
I rolled credits on that game. That counts as finishing.
How can you roll credits on a live service game?
Because
it
once
has
you finish
has
it,
a
they're like,
story. Yeah, it's a story mode. It's
there's
like
story
it's
mode.
like
yeah.
the Marvel
Oh,
game too.
okay,
Like you
got
can
it.
beat the story, and then they're
Got
like,
it.
I don't know, maybe stick around and spend some money with us.
They're like, oh, you did it. You saved the world. What if you didn't?
Right. What if you wanted to fight these bosses again?
Yeah. What if
Right.
you wanted to like fight purple shit again?
And get a
These
sweater.
Purple. So yeah, I finished. I'm already at one. Does the Llamasoft game count?
It would.
Sure.
Okay, because I went through that. Like I pretty much went through the documentary portion already.
You winner.
I'm at 2. That counts as 2.
I feel like I'm probably at one or two games a month still, but it's usually stuff that like I've already played before and I'm just replaying with the kids. So I don't know. Earth Defense Force. That's got 100 and something levels to it though. I feel like that counts.
I'm going to finish 0 games per month. Maybe 1. Between 0 and 1.
Did you ever like beat the game in Helldivers yet? Have you won a round of Helldivers?
Yeah, you win. That's the other thing with that game. Like, you think you're going to lose and you just somehow win. Like, I don't think I ever like didn't extract. Maybe once. But like,
So there you go. You
Yeah.
finished Helldivers. Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't care.
That totally counts.
I don't have to win. I don't have to win arguments. I don't have to win games. I can just be. You know what I'm saying? Christian writes in and asks, if we could press a button to delete all the live service games, especially Fortnite, would you do it? Well, Wombat's not going to say yes to that.
Even
No.
if it saved the games industry, Wombat, even if we got single player AAA games
Is that what's going to save the
And-
games industry?
and people weren't getting laid off because they were making games.
I think I
don't
just did
know.
read
I don't understand.
People
what one
think-
has to do with the other.
because
It's not that live service games are ruining the game industry. It's boardrooms' insistence on making live service games that's ruining the game industry. And let's not confuse the two things. Christian, I'm going to say this to you nicely, be less stupid.
Well,
That's
it,
not
it
nice.
does have an effect though. Like the old cycle of gaming before it turned into this
Yeah.
was people were buying new games like at least like 4 times a year.
And
Right?
now
Like, it
they
was like
only
every
pay,
quarter
now they
they were
only
like,
play
here's a
Fortnite.
new release. And now, yes, like you've been playing the same game for
Yes.
5 years now.
Yes.
Yeah, and now it's Minecraft or Fortnite or Roblox or whatever. Apex is 5 years old now, which is crazy. Destiny 2 is also about 5 years old.
Correct. Which in the past, that was like, oh, you have a chance to release a AAA game here that's going to sell a whole bunch of copies for like 3 months. And
Right.
then everybody bought it. And then you'd move on to the next one. But that is not the model that rakes in the bucks.
No, it is. Well,
But how many of these live service games are raking in the bucks? That's the thing.
that's just what I'm saying. There is a happy medium. There is still very much an audience for the single player game. The best selling game of last year was Harry Potter. The best selling game before that was Elden Ring. I mean, it's not like there's not a market for these games. They just have to be a good game that focuses on what it does instead of trying to be this live service game. The problem is that there's too many. If I don't know, every publisher went a year without making a new live service game,
That's the problem.
I think the ship would right itself.
The problem is every publisher thinks they can make a good live service game and they're going to make have a huge hit. And they're so delusional about it that they look at a franchise like the Suicide Squad and they think that's going to deliver the fucking unicorn live service hit.
It was, I mean, and this isn't really anything new. There was a time where, I feel like it was a good 10-year stretch where they were tacking on multiplayer to single player games that had there should never have been a team deathmatch on that game, but because Call of Duty had its online and it was so popular, every game had to have a stupid team deathmatch tacked onto it, which took away from the development of making it a better single player game. So this isn't something new. It's just the game industry. There's going to be something.
It's the reaction is right. It's the industry reaction.
And
to
eventually they stop doing that. And it became kind of like a one or the other. We're making a multiplayer game or we're making the single player game. And the fact that 4 of these multiplayer games, kind of hit in a very big way.
But so many didn't hit, right? And so much money was spent on stuff that didn't hit and really like not even going to have a chance at hitting, like just delusionally like battle royale games, live service game. I mean, that's the same. Battle royale games are live service games too. But like, the game industry follows trends, right? And the problem is the games take a while to make. So they're following trends, but they're always like years behind because they got to make the game. So they see something that it's, some big trend in the game industry, like, oh, everyone jumps on it. Then the game come out 5 years later and people, they've moved on to something else. They miss a lot. There's a lot of missing going on. And live service is like so many more misses, They call those games, by the way, I saw the guy, Matt from NPD. I forgot the guy's last name, but he's on Twitter.
Yes.
And it's not even NPD anymore. It's fucking
whatever it's called. Yes. but I know
Circana
that.
or something like that.
So like,
He calls those live service games like Fortnite black hole games because the gamers who play them, it's like they're in a black hole in terms of the time they spend on other games. So, and that's what's
I am the example of that.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of you.
But that's part of the reason why I like it is because I don't have to focus on spending $60 3-4 times a year. I spend less than that on Fortnite a year, significantly less than that a year.
Yeah. So
yes,
I wonder what
I
the
like
next
saving
big
money.
What do you
that's
think?
just it. There'll be a next big thing.
There's got to be a next big live
yeah.
service. There's going to be a next big live service game. Also, there's going to be
or what? It's something that we're not even thinking of. And it probably uses AI.
would have been that fucking Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
If they changed the
Spider-Man.
name.
No, Yeah, Spider-Man's in Fortnite.
Same thing.
I've got 4 spider people in Fortnite already.
That's why they canceled the Spider-Man game. Like,
Yeah.
we already have
Eh.
Spider-Man multiplayer.
Yep.
Just weird.
He's got a shotgun in this one. It's much better. Shotgun Spider-Man.
Right. Right. It's canon now. All right.
Mhm.
That's enough show. We went from not having enough show to having too much show. And so that's it. We're going to say goodbye now. We'll see you next time.
Bread's done.